All right, yeah, I don't have like an amazing dice collection like Meandering Mike or well, a zillion other people and Charles Latour. Oh my God, when I saw those fraction dice, I was like, oh, gee, well, yeah. To be honest, a lot of the dice of those two guys, I was like, oh wow. Yeah, but still, I do know you can get World War One dice, but you know what drives me nuts? The ones that I did see, they don't have Serbia. I'm pretty darn sure I didn't see Serbia. I was like, that seems a bit weird. Well, at least to me it does. Yeah, I don't have. These are, well, let's start off with the most recent ones. These guys, I picked them up primarily because I've always wanted a die 30. And this one I just picked up, oh, I can't remember how it ended up getting here, but it's a die 60. Yeah, it's almost, you know, borderline getting to the point you need a calendar by the time it stops rolling. It's crazy. This is icky. I think it's a D24 or something. I do not like this. It took me forever to figure out how that, same as a D4. I remember as a kid, I couldn't understand for the life of me. When I saw this, the first time I rolled one, I was like, what happens here? What do I do with this? I had no idea. I was like, do I add the numbers together? What's going on here? That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say. Yeah, I just rolled the probability die actually because no one gave me an answer about the engineer. So I was like, okay, I gotta figure it out. So it was 1 to 3. I was going to fix the rail. 4 to 6. The Germans would not, and it came out of 5, I think. So they're not going to fix the rail. But the thing is, they can fix the rail the next turn and so on and so forth. But every turn is a turn wasted. You know, not doing it, I guess is what I'm saying. Yeah, I'll go through. So these are most of my Can Games dice. Every year, I think every year, you get a Can Games die. Yeah, I love using them, obviously. And I will show you the ones that, because we have 3 special ones over here. These are the ones that Rob and I are using. I use the red one constantly when we're playing The World Undone 1914. And Rob's been, oh sorry, what am I saying? I also play the blue one for Serbia. Rob's been playing only the green one for the Central Powers, if he's Austrians or Germans. Yeah, it just so happened that way that I'm on the Russian Serbian side for when we play The World Undone, and we've been going with it, and it's been great. So yeah, that's been, and woe to Rob if he touches my die while we play. That's all I gotta say. It's like, what the hell did you do? We're doing, you know, there was that kind of crazy nonsense. Yeah, and I showed you this one, that die that I don't know what in the world, just keeps following me around. It's just wood. It's not, yeah, it's whatever, but that's the one we're going to be using. This one's interesting, I think. It's, you know, like I'm sure I picked it up at Can Games. So it's just 3, you know, rinky-dink little dudes. And these guys as well are, I think from that pirate game, the card game, yeah, I'm sure they are. These tiny little D20s are either from Man, Myth, and Magic or Pirates and Plunder. I'm not like Rob. Rob's like, oh, that die's got character. I love this. I love contrast with you know, dice. And this one has a slight imperfection right there. And I just constantly kept staring at it. It drove me nuts. So, excuse me, I can't use it. Rob's like, oh, I'd love to use it. I'm like, well, go for it. Hold on. I'm just going to take some coffee. I love these dice. I don't know where the heck they're from. The 6s are, so the pips for the 6s have been changed to this, and I love using them. I don't know if you can see that, but not for The World Undone Serbia, and due to the fact that, oh, that one I could use. No, hold on, I can't remember. No, you want to roll low for those. Yeah, you want to roll low. So this one is, I don't like using them, but you know, for other things it's good. Yeah, I got this one, which is pretty funky. I don't know what, I think, well, I can go downstairs. I've got the game mat for it, but I can't remember the game, what the name of the game is for that. No idea where that came from. These guys are nice. The left, right. I wonder if I should just wander around with the camera. Maybe that'd be easier than, yeah, hold on. I'll do that. We'll see. Or maybe I shouldn't. I'll give it a bit of a... No, let's just leave it alone. Yeah, you know, I've got the regular whatevers. Oh, I will show the only, I think, out of the original D&D dice that I grabbed as a little kid. I still remember the day picking them up. Is my die 20. And you can see in imperfections. Oh, how ironic. But that's black magic marker and sparkly glitter, either from my, yeah, probably from my mom or my sister, obviously. One of the two, unless my dad or myself were, you know, into that type of stuff. I don't think we were. These are recent acquisitions as well. Oh, I think, was this part of the D6? No, it wasn't. But they look neat. I haven't used them, I mean, but, oh, I like this one. All the different weather conditions. It's nice. Yeah, and I've been thinking about what Meandering Mike was saying about reusing other dice, you know, trying to come up with ideas for them. And yeah, I was like, okay, maybe these I could be using for these dice. Zoe got them when she went to Can Games with me way back when, and they were doing kids games and stuff like that. I don't know what they're from, but maybe that's an option. You know, if you want to roll and take a chance, you can get a +1 to your die roll modifier, but you may get nothing or a minus. I don't know. That's something to think about. And I've got these giant, relatively giant dice. I haven't used them. It gets to the point where it's just novelty stuff, right? At least for me. I don't know about you guys, but I haven't used these guys. What the hell? I'm going to, like, create an indent in the flipping floor. And I've got a bunch of these dudes. Yeah, I love Chessex, just like Charles Latour was looking at. I love rounded dice. These are too small for individual rolling, I find, for me. But they're great for buckets of dice type games, and like when I play my miniatures, they're wonderful for that. I picked these D10s up. You don't need as many as these. But I picked these D10s up for my horse and musket when I play that. Yeah. I'm just like other people, man, with dice. It's, you know, you just love this stuff. I don't know about you guys, but I'm like hyper superstitious as well. It's like, whatever. Yeah, most of these guys are probably from, there was one year at Can Games, you could buy a pound of dice for practically nothing. I was like, oh, yeah, that sounds like, oh, yeah. I love going to the booths that sell the dice, and I just sit there and it's just like, you're off in Wonderland. I don't think there's anything else really to show you. I like this color, but it's just too small for me. For, like I said, for individual rolling. I like, what would I like? I like, yeah, this is a good size for me for individual rolling. So it'd probably be fairly similar to this, yeah. That's what I like. One of my friends at work, Steven, he much prefers something like that size. I think. Oh shit, sorry. No, it's about the same size. So what am I talking about? I think he likes something a bit bigger. And I'm not a fan of sharp edges. I know lots of people do, and they're supposedly, like I think Las Vegas dice or whatever are sharp. I'm just not into that, man. Yeah, I like the rounded dice. That's about it, I think. There's nothing spectacular. Nothing compared to, you know, whatever's. Yeah, that's that. I'm glad to be putting this, well, I shouldn't say glad to be putting this away, but I'm glad to be doing this video now because I'm also doing a separate video. It was kind of like math and games gave me a bit of a kick in the pants to get going, because I've been wanting to do videos for this for months. And that's part of the Tannenberg game. I'm just about to compare the different counters, my counters, Spencer and Gable, and the Excalibur Games counters. Anyways, yeah, and then I'm going to do a playthrough and blah, 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 blah. But, yeah, so getting this out of, you know, off the table, I can put the other stuff on. All right.